Well, good morning, Trucker Todd here, and time for another video. As you can see by my background, I'm at home. We're going to talk about home time with Dart Transit and how that went. First time home since being back at Dart Transit, how the process went, things like that. That'll be on Wednesday's video, but not today. Today's video is going to be about Dart Transit and what they pay. Had several people ask, what do they pay, how do they pay, when do they pay, things like that. In this video, I'm going to try to answer those questions for you and maybe talk to you about some things regarding their pay that you might not have considered. So stay with me, here we go. Alrighty, let's get started. You guys may have noticed that my subscriber count's down a little bit on my videos. YouTube has unsubscribed some people without their knowledge. So I would like to ask everybody, please make sure you're still subscribed so that you get notified when I put these videos out. I'm trying to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Sometimes I succeed, sometimes I fail, based on what's going on and how the news is flowing. But anyway, also give me a thumbs up. Look down right below this video. You'll see my email address. Feel free to email me, leave me a comment. There's a link there if you would like to talk to my recruiter that got me on here at Dart Transit. I've worked for him before. I think we've discussed that in other videos. But he's a great recruiter. He made the orientation process go through real smoothly, seamlessly. He's really knowledgeable, can answer your questions. And so you can either call him. His phone number's down there. My driver number's down there. Just tell him you've been watching my videos. And also, if you'd rather talk to him in person, his phone number's there. I think I said that. Anyway, I just woke up. Anyway, his phone number's down there. You can talk to him. There's a link down there if you want to apply. Let's not waste a lot more time on that. Let's jump on to what you're all watching for today. Let's talk about Dart Pay. Now, Dart Pay is real similar to what a lot of companies are going through right now, and that is that rates have increased, and I'm talking about on the spot market, but they haven't necessarily increased at the contract level. Now, Dart will tell you that recently they did increase rates, and they did. I don't know the percentage. They did come up some. But I would say they're still about 10 to 15 cents off to be competitive with the market. Now, having said that, you can still make a good living here, and there's some other things to consider when you're considering that. So, first of all, truck payment. I can think of a large reefer company right now based in Springfield, Missouri. I'm not calling any names, but you know who they are. That you're going to pay $3,400, $3,500 a month for a truck. And your rate may be a little better, but it's all gobbled up in truck payment. A lot of your drivers there at that company in Springfield are going to be driving super nice equipment, but they're going to do it at little or no money, and I mean $400 to $500 a week, and maybe $800. Dart doesn't do that. You're going to make $1,500, $1,800 a week here probably. Depending on how you run, what optional insurances you take, and things like that. One thing I'll say about that, I'm driving a 2019 Kenworth T680 for $2,100 a month. I'm not aware of any carriers that would offer you comparable equipment at that price. So you've got a big savings on just truck payment alone. I would also say that as far as the oh crud, I went blank. Oh, the trailer. The trailer. I really should have drank some caffeine before I did this video. The previous company I worked for had a trailer fee where you paid $235 a week, and you got to figure there's 4.3 weeks in a month, so basically $1,000 a month, $12,000 a year just to use their trailer. Dart doesn't do that either. So let's take the and I'm talking big fancy companies that we all agree are pretty good, like Landstar, are charging a trailer fee. So you figure I'm saving $700 or $800 a month on the truck payment. I'm saving $1,000 a month on a trailer fee. So even if my rate is a little lower than some other companies, I'm still starting the month $1,800 ahead of a lot of companies. Now let's talk about other things that oftentimes when we're talking to a recruiter we forget about. Let's talk about tolls. The previous company I worked for, you paid all your tolls. Here you pay a small fee for the transponder, and then they cover the tolls. Also, weighing your load, CAT scales. The previous company I worked for, you paid your CAT scales. Here you do not. Now, the reason I'm saying the previous company, and most of you know who it is, but I'm not going to badmouth them. They're still a good outfit. I still think highly of the company themselves. I'm just using them in this instance to draw a comparison because there's a lot of companies doing what the previous company I worked for did. So, having said that, I do believe the fuel surcharge here is about a nickel lower than what I would say the average is. This week, or not this week, yesterday it was 15 cents a mile. I think a lot of places are around 20 right now. As far as how they pay daily on a 28-day cycle. So if there's 31 days in the month, the 28th, or I mean the 29th, the 30th, and the 31st, there's no daily fees. And then if you're on a month like February, you're charged every day because there's 28 days in February. That's really the fairest way to do that. And it basically means you can get paid anytime you want to. And what I mean by that is if you get your trip, I don't remember if the cutoff is 1:30 or 2:30, but if you get your trip scanned in by the cutoff time, that next morning you'll have a direct deposit if you want it, or that day you'll have an EFS check if you want it. For you guys that are in a tight financial bind, you guys all have heard me say lately, money's pretty tight for me lately. It's nice because I got like 4 direct deposits this week. And so that is an added benefit as well. As far as the mileage pay, it is at $1.05 loaded and $1 empty, plus that fuel surcharge I just mentioned. Now, a couple of things to keep in mind there. First of all, I don't know when you're watching this video. Today is October, 13th? 12th. Today's October 12th. The information I'm giving you in this video is true at the time of filming this video to the best of my knowledge. It could change at any moment. It could go up, it could go down. That's why it's so important for you to contact my recruiter so that you can get information. If there's anything I say that sounds too good to be true or too bad to be true, make sure you run it by that recruiter and give him an opportunity to correct me if I'm wrong. Also, I'm giving you this information as I understand it. It could be completely true, it could be completely false. Again, I would encourage you to talk with a recruiter, preferably mine, Matt, which I've got his information below, before you make an employment decision, just in case I'm wrong on some facts or some details change. Also, before you get hung up on the rate, Dart has a ton of dedicated runs, and some of those dedicated runs pay more, some of them pay less. Again, a lot of it depends where you live, things like that. That's another thing you would want to discuss with the recruiter should you choose to come to work here. So, while I agree with you, $1.05 is a little low based on the market right now. It is better than it was, and when you factor in all the other stuff that they're paying and doing, it's really not a bad deal. I've told people before, I left Dart in 2014. It's not uncommon at all to run into people at terminals that's paid off their trucks. It's not uncommon to run into people at the terminals that's paid off multiple trucks. And so they're not like some of these scam lease purchases where they let you pay on it till you're 2 or 3 months from paying it off and then they kick you out of the truck. They want you to pay it off. They want you to be successful. I think I've talked about the CEO/president of the company in previous videos. Started his career as a driver. He's very, very pro driver, very, very concerned about you staying rolling, being successful. A great guy. I've not met him in person yet, but I've talked to him on the phone several times, along with some of the other leadership at Dart. This has kind of worked out like my previous company, where I've already met a lot of the upper management leadership, and they know who I am, I know who they are, and so I can kind of see what's leading the company and feel good about it. And so I hope I've answered everybody's questions. I'm sorry I'm a little incoherent this morning. I really should have drank some caffeine before I put this video out, but I wanted to get it out to where you'd still get it in the morning time. Hopefully by the time I upload it and edit it and everything, it'll be out before noon. And hope you guys have a great week. And like I said, Wednesday we'll talk about the home time policies of Dart Transit and go from there. So y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.